Let us now look at what is infrastructure as a service. The infrastructure as a service provides the customers the ability to rent processing power, storage, networks, and other computing resources like operating systems, system-critical applications on a pay-as-you-use basis. Typical users of this service from the customer side will be the IT administrators, system administrators, and enterprise network architects. Some of the technical users in the system will have developer access to the tools, and the administrators will have access to the hardware and system applications. The infrastructure as a service can also be delivered over the internet on a consumption-based business model. For example, the customers can be billed by the instance are used, or by the gigabytes used or transferred, or like a fixed fee for a virtual device with predefined capacity and configurations. In the infrastructure as a service model, the computing infrastructure and the resources are normally managed by the vendors. In case the customer wants to manage the rented infrastructure and the computing resources by himself, the same can be done. In this case, the vendor will provide the necessary tools for configuration and managing the infrastructure. Let us now look at what is software as a service. The software as a service vendors provide the customers or the end users to rent the software applications on a monthly or yearly subscription. Usually, the application vendors hosts and manage the applications. Necessary hardware infrastructure, including the server, application server, and computing resources required for the application, are managed by the application vendor. Each application vendor has a different upgrade and maintenance schedule for his product. Normally the upgrades varies from monthly to once a year, or some vendors provide either a quarterly or half-yearly releases. Most of the software applications are designed to work on a multi-tenant architecture, and the data are completely secured from one customer to another. A well-designed software as a service application will ensure that any customization or extension developed by the customer does not affect their core application of the product. This is to ensure that the upgrades released for their main product are smooth, and the customization or extension can coexist with the main product. Software as a service applications are generally available in public cloud and work in a public network. Customers can use the software from any device at any time over the internet. There are many software vendors who provide their applications in the cloud in different functional areas. Some of the prominent vendors include Oracle NetSuite, Microsoft Dynamics, Salesforce, Workday, Oracle Fusion Applications, and more. Let us now look at what is platform as a service. The platform as a service provides a platform on which the software application can be developed and deployed. Majority of the users in this platform will be from the software development community, architects, and system administrators. Platform as a service delivers computing infrastructure, plus a predefined middleware technology stack and development tools. These development tools are structured for developers or for advanced IT users in the organization. The vendors offer a wide variety of software technology stack that are maintained by them but are configurable by the customers. Once the customers decide on the technology stack, or the configuration required for their use, the vendor maintains a standard image of the selected configuration for that particular account. In this case, the customer has a control over the deployed architecture for his account, but the underlying technology infrastructure is maintained by the vendor. Some of the prominent global vendors in this space includes Oracle, IBM, Google, Microsoft, VMware, Amazon Web Services, and more. This slide gives a representation of various IT resources like computing resources, applications, data, and networking against the different cloud services. They can be either in the cloud or available in the customer premise, termed as on-premise. Let us now see, for the various IT resources, what is managed by the customer on-premise or managed by the vendor against the various cloud services. The grey color box on the left-hand side indicates the IT resources. The blue color box against the various IT resources can be managed by the customers either as an on-premises model or on a rented cloud model. The yellow color box indicates the IT resources are managed by the cloud service providers or by the application vendors. This slide gives a comparison between the on-premise and the cloud computing model. As you can see from the slide, in the on-premise model there is an upfront cost involved for the IT infrastructure, which is a committed cost for the company. Also, you have to allot space for the server and maintain the overheads for the data center maintenance. In the case of cloud model, there is no committed cost for the IT infrastructure, and you have the flexibility of paying for what you use. Pay as you use in cloud model is very similar to like buying electricity or telecom services from your service provider. The elasticity model helps you to scale up or down the IT infrastructure based on your business requirements. Also, to maintain the IT infrastructure and software, you need a dedicated team in-house in the on-premise model. In the case of cloud computing, dedicated team is not required for maintaining the hardware and software. It will be managed by the cloud service providers and the application vendors. Maintaining data security and recovery of data in case of disaster is a huge challenge. Companies need to invest quite heavily to secure this. In the case of cloud computing, this is automatically taken care of by the service providers when the customers pay their subscription fee. Also, any updates to the database, system software, application software need to be done manually by the customer. In the case of cloud computing, it is automatically done by the cloud vendors, and the customers are always up to date with the latest release. While there are many comparisons available between on-premise and cloud model, let me summarize the benefits of cloud computing in 4 major areas. Number 1, speed and agility is the hallmark of cloud computing. For example, if you want an IT infrastructure or a computing resource, it is available instantaneously from the cloud service provider. This benefits an organization significantly, as they don't have to wait for a longer time, especially if they are in a production environment or in a go-live situation. Since it is a pay-and-use model, it eliminates the long wait for capital expenses approval. Number 2, scalability is another big advantage of cloud computing. You can optimize the resources easily based on requirements Number 3. Cloud computing provides economy of scale. In case the hardware or computing resource you have rented is not enough for your application, you can scale the IT infrastructure or the computing resource to meet the business requirements. And number 4, you can access the data and applications from anywhere, which is consistent across everyone.